So on the road to 405, I've been finding that the older I get in the weight room, I need more volume. And I like to add that into my warm-up. So on this particular day, everything is band focused. We've got 4 sets of 25 of a 3D band pull apart, banded chest press, and banded tricep push down. I like using the bands on a dynamic effort day because, as we all know, a dynamic effort day is low intensity, high volume in the weight room. Now, as far as the bench press goes, I'm going back for a few weeks to the traditional dynamic effort where we have a lighter weight that we're moving as fast as possible. I had previously been dabbling in brief maximal tension for quite some time now, which would be higher percentage, lower reps, but far more sets. So there's a lot more time under tension and total overall volume. I had a ton of success with it, but I needed to change this up because I felt like I was getting slow. So what you're gonna notice on these reps is they're moving stupid fast, and your ego can tend to get in the way. But you have to remember that we're chasing a certain type of strength, and right now that's speed. So my bar setup was 30% of my 1 rep max, 30% band tension, and 15% in chains. I was performing 9 sets of 3 reps. Every 3 reps, I changed my grip width. So I have wide, narrow, and standard. I usually try to take about 3 to 5 deep, slow breaths between sets. This keeps me on track, lets me get through my workout relatively fast while still getting in the quality reps that I need. The beginning of this workout and this bench press set and rep setup I got from Matt Wenning. Matt Wenning is a world-class powerlifter. He gave me a whole different viewpoint years ago on how to train with more speed rather than tension and heavy weight all the time. And I've ran this way before and it did work for me. So I'm hoping this gets me to the next level of strength and I can finally hit that 405 bench press. For the sake of time on my accessories, I don't really put a set amount of sets anymore. I push myself as hard as I can for maybe 2 total sets, maybe 3, and we go from there. When you're trying to raise your bench press, it's pretty critical that you have a very strong upper back. So I really like to add in tons of different types of pulls and rows, but pull-ups are king in my opinion. And over the last year or so, I've been able to load these quite a bit where I can get several sets of anywhere from 3 to 6 reps in under load. After my pull-ups, I went to a knee-supported dumbbell row. I really like these plate-loaded handles because I can go a lot heavier than the dumbbells that I have access to at my gym. Here I performed what you would consider a cluster set where I was doing one arm and then the other repetitively back and forth, 1 to 2 sets in a row before I would take a rest. This did get me quite out of breath, but I needed to be done in time. After this, we went to a sideline tricep extension. Everyone thinks that the bench press is for the pecs, but it's actually the way that I teach the bench and that I learned. It's for your elbows and your triceps and your glenohumeral joint, which is your shoulder. So it's important that you build the heck out of your triceps. And then we finished with a glute ham raise reverse crunch. I really like this because you can easily load it, but most importantly, we're getting a full flexion and extension at the spine. So you're really opening up your abs and then you're really able to crunch them in and get good work out of them. Tune in the next week.